top of the hour right now.
Bang! Want to welcome everyone to Global Markets Radio Daily Recap. I'm your host, Andrew Spanton. Thursday, May the 10th, 2012, 4 p.m. Eastern. S&P did melt down. Certainly sold off at the end of the day. Not very impressed with the close. Lots of data came out. Australian unemployment, tremendous. Save the Aussie for now. Very impressive. Unemployment rate declining down to 4.9% for Australia. I got to tell you, going forward, if the market comes back and risk comes back on, Aussie's going to fly. Very impressive with those numbers. Very impressed. Very impressive. Look at the fib. We're still going to get there, I think. 99.50. Stock market closed terrible. Big news tonight. We'll talk about that in a second. Now, remember, I do have a bunch of new people starting up for the one-week trial on Sunday. I highly recommend, if you've been on the fence. Got a good new class. About 5 new people. So take that one-week trial. It's for free, people. Even if you're not going to do it. Why not? You'll learn something. Email me, info@globalfxllc.com. If you already have, you're on the list. I'll send you a login information so you can log into my chat room. And we are live at 5 p.m. Eastern on Sunday. As you know, I don't do recaps on Fridays. I like to keep the Sabbath. Sort of. Hey, I do. I got a good rant today, I got to tell you. Wow. Some new stuff that came out today, which just goes to prove to me how corrupt even my beloved Fox News. Again, Aussie, Chinese numbers tonight are going to be big. Unemployment number. Last night, again, good number. Held, revision was higher, and it was positive. No news out of Australia tonight, but China, CPI, you get a weaker number. They can cut rates more. But the big number is the industrial production number at 1:30 a.m. Eastern. Look at an increase to 12.1% from 11.9. Big number. New loans. Remember, that was a big last time, over $1 trillion won, renminbi. So you get a good new loans number. You get a good fixed asset investment number and industrial production number. Let me tell you, this market could fly. And Australia probably is going to pop more. So when we look at the technicals, though, the stock market does not look good. We did take our previous day high, just like the S&P. Although the euro did not. And I think that even with the good news, I don't know if this number is going to be so good. I think you have to be nimble. I'm not so sure. I could see the number being better. Can you really trust the Chinese? I mean, come on. So you get a good number, this market's going to fly. But I think we have other numbers coming out also. Producer prices in particular out of London and the U.S. that are going to show weakness. I mean, listen. We had numbers today on import prices that collapsed, down 0.5%. That's deflationary in my book. And we had a trade balance that continued to get worse, mostly on oil, mind you. Yes, unemployment claims are a little bit better, but still, 367. That's not a good economy. 325, 300, then talk to me. But you're above 350, don't even talk to me. Terrible. And I got to tell you, Obama, what a spinmeister. And what's incredible to me about this whole gay marriage thing is Romney. Where I go back to my other part that I went on a tangent. He was a freaking bully. Romney cut the hair off in college of a blonde-haired gay boy. I mean, I don't know if you think I sound like a bully, but I wasn't. I stood up to the bully. I don't like bullies. It says a lot about someone's character and their personality. Unfortunately, a lot of Americans do like a bully to stand up to foreign other countries and yada, 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 but come on. Maybe a bully with brains, but even then it says a lot about their personality. Eurodollar, it's broken. It reversed. It's going lower. We're going into Friday. No European news, but let me tell you something. The situation in Greece is not good. The talk is very tough. They want to stay in the euro, but they want to screw all the loans. Okay. They want to have their cake and eat it too. Germany doesn't work like that. So I think what's more going to happen is Greece is going to exit the euro. Maybe not now, but in June. Euro will collapse and everyone will buy it. Because then you have one of the bad debtors out. Next thing you know, Spain will be out. All the pigs. And you'll be left with the northern European countries. Why not? So back to the bully. So again, the euro to me is going lower. Absolutely. Terrible close. Sell any strength. Unless we take out 130. 130.10. Even today's high you could put a stop against. But a dead short. Absolutely. U.S. numbers. Federal budget balance. $59 billion. I don't know how that came to be. It was supposed to be a surplus of $30 billion. But remember, last number was down $198 billion. So, certainly interesting number. Gold didn't do much on it. Canadian unemployment numbers should be very important. Oh, baby. If you remember last month, it was up a stunning 82,300. Supposed to increase 10,100. I think that this dollar-Canada pair, the Canadian dollar pair, is the most leaked currency I've ever seen. This thing moves up 30 pips an hour or two before and holds. It's going up. This thing down 30 pips with the dollar being up, but it's down. You go with it. It's going to be a good number. Bad number. Good, bad, you know. Every time. Who's paying these people off? It's a freaking joke. Can't the Bureau of Statistics do anything about it? Nice comeback, dollar Canada. It looks toppy, yes. But let me tell you, S&P going lower. Gold could be going lower. This thing looks like it's going higher. And I got to tell you, this number is set up for disappointment. You add the two numbers together, you're not going to get 92,400. No way. The net number will be lower. I can't believe that number from last month. So, we'll see. Michigan sentiment, U.S., no idea. More on the light side, you would think. But what's amazing with this whole Romney thing, wasn't that good? What's amazing with this whole Romney thing, it's going to be the geek nerd, although Obama really never got bullied on, against the bully. I mean, how divisive can you be? And I must tell you, one of the other things that I'm coming to realize, think of the words that you can replace, and I'm not going to do it. You know, I believe in history, and I'll let you folks figure it out for yourself, but the 1%, the 99, under the belly is Obama pushing this whole 99 1% deal, right? Occupy Wall Street, which is bigger than we all know. The media is blocking it out. Replace the 1% with another ethnicity, per se. It could be the start. And if the economic situation in the United States deteriorates really bad, imagine the persecution we could be talking about with a new or existing Obama administration, which you know would play upon that. I'm telling you, It's not good. Storm clouds are coming, people. We might have the pop on the Facebook IPO, which I do believe is coming, but June, not looking very good. July, this summer, the heat. They can't, listen, you can burn firewood to stay warm. Pretty hard to turn on the air conditioner with firewood. So the electric bill is going to be way high. A lot of unemployed people are going to be boiling. And you know what happens in the summer? Irrationality in the heat. Oh, it's true. Dollar Swiss going higher. Broken out, buy on pullback, going up. Euro sterling, by the way, love it short. London, obviously, I was dead wrong. We have to talk about that, of course. It did come in, the pound, a little bit. Came in 60 pips. But this thing failed. I know it's a doji, but still, I think it's a sell on strength. Any pop, as long as we don't get through 80.50, 80.70, it's a sell. It's going to go out the week. London, they don't get it. Mervyn King, Financial Times, read the story. Exactly what's going to happen. We are repeating the 30s all over again. The depression that we see, the depression we don't see, really, is what he said. It's all around you. But once again, media. But given the numbers that came in for London, I'm shocked that the MPC did not at least have a couple of dissenters. I was wrong, dead wrong. You could have gotten out fairly well, gave back profits pretty much. I mean, we came in nicely. The daily chart certainly doesn't look so bad. I think Euro sterling does come in. I think cable's probably going to pop a little more. I think you could sell on strength. But I think that really the Olympics is going to boost numbers. But we do have a producer price number that's supposed to be down 0.9%. So if you get sterling rallying before this number, I think it's a setup for a nice sell-off after. As remember, the only reason why they're worried about is London is running terrible inflation. Highest in the Eurozone, in the G7. 3.8, 3.9%. So once you get oil coming in and you get producer prices coming in, that's going to feed down to CPI. Let me tell you, I think prices are going to collapse in London, paving the way. And once the Summer Olympics is over and all the extra stimulus from that is gone, you're looking at a fall for London that's going to fall off a cliff. So, but I think with the Olympics and if the stock market continues to be weak, they're going to the pound. They're being more austerity driven. That means they're being more fiscally responsible, even though they only have banking. And what else? I mean, what does London do? Banking is it, pretty much. Stonehenge? Ooh, Grant.
Pierces the painted sky, and he makes his escape. He makes his big exit sign. Okay. In a way, the Truman Show
Blasting
is the world of finance under the control
the Truman Show.
Of central banks that, as the term of art is, repress interest rates. Financial repression is the new phrase. It's the new concept. Financial repression is about the manipulation of the things we see, principally interest rates. And having repressed interest rates, the central banks changed the perception of every investor towards assets. So what seems cheap may not be cheap. We don't know exactly because we can fund them at 0%. And that, to me, it's a clear, it's an opportunity, it's a danger, it's what is.
Manipulation.
But it seems to me important that we realize that we are collectively being manipulated. We ought not to be
Absolutely.
Jim Carrey until the end of the movie. We ought to be Jim Carrey at the end of the movie and not while he's still in the dark.
And then the movie ends and rates go up to 15% because no one will lend us money anymore.
Professional investors worldwide now think Chairman Bernanke is doing a great job. Well, they might because they're in the business of investing other people's money and funding it at the lowest and funding their own positions at the lowest possible cost. But what he's doing is creating this unreality.
Okay, so it's an unreality, and we know what he's doing, and it's been going on for a long time now.
For a long time.
Yeah,
and when's it going to end?
We have to say it's been going on at the ECB. And it's going on in other central banks as well, right?
It is a worldwide dance craze.
It's a dance craze around
It's
the world.
nuts.
So let's look at the reality of it. This is what's happening. It doesn't seem that he's going to step away anytime soon. How do you invest around that? What do I need to be doing to actually capitalize on this situation as an investor?
We can't know the future. What we can know, I think, is how people are handicapping outcomes in the future. So one way to proceed is by observing what people are really worried about, and are they overpaying for that worry? A very smart fellow I was reading today says that we are in a bull market of fear, and people are overpaying for protection against these fears. Naturally, the fears they're protecting against are the fears we remember most vividly, right? 2008. We have 2008 in the brain.
Yes, that's right.
So people are overpaying, it seems to me,
for
protection against a recurrence. And it might recur. It's possible. But more likely, we're going to get something else is going to happen. So I'm interested in not being in the crowd of people who very profitably, and contrary to my expressed views, have been buying treasury bonds and sovereign debt of Germany and Japan. This has been a hugely successful trade for 35 years. Right. But my goodness, how much lower do these rates? I mean, are they truly safe havens, these bonds? That to me is the foremost question. My answer, of course, is no.
One of the worries, of course, of what we're talking about here, the Fed action, is inflation down the road. Now, here we are in an environment where it feels like, how could we have inflation? We're still worried about the economic growth story.
Of course, it seems the most improbable thing in the world.
Right, but there are pockets of this economy, you see, certain companies raising prices. Bob Iger on the program the other night.
I'm sorry.
Raising prices on the parks business.
I like Jim Grant. I think that's his name. Anyway, Sterling. Producer prices are, in my opinion, going to be bad. I think you sell on strength. As long as we're going to take out 162, that would not be good. Jim Grant, very, very smart guy. Not a good trader, but a very smart guy. And eventually he will be right. Eventually I will be right. Eventually we'll go into a bear market where it'll be safe to sell on strength. It certainly feels that way, though. I must tell you. Oh, baby. Aussie, dollar. We did it already. Sell on strength. Again, in my opinion, the futures are going lower. New Zealand could barely even rally. Monster reversal, technically, looks terrible. Reverse too much of the move. I think you sell any strength. We're going to close terrible on the week. We're going to hit my channel line eventually. We got more to go. And again, you look at this dollar index, and we continue to break out. Dixie looks great. Came back. Although it is a hangman, you have to want to be a little bit nervous about that. But we're so broken out of the wedge. We're going to close the week very strong. Broken out. We're gone. Weekly is going to look very good as well. And that's a clear breakout of a wedge. It don't get no better than that. So we have a chance to really go Momo. And this euro, the Chinese central bank is holding it up. But you look at this weekly, and if we close anywhere around here, it looks like a nice gap down for next week. Absolutely. Dollar up. S&P weekly chart. Let's see where we close. If we close below 1355, 1350, that's it. We get one more week, and then we rally into the Facebook IPO. My best guess. Dollar yen. Weekly chart looks like a reversal now, but that's the weekly. Long way to go. Bond yields collapsing under 185 on the 10-year. Holy crap. But certainly dollar yen kind of impressive today. I don't know. The hell do I know? Jim Grant, gold prices.
Of that pay above a reasonable level ought to go to make whole the creditors of their regulated institutions in case they are impaired or in case they become insolvent. Let individual responsibility be restored in the banking business, and let us get out of sidewalk superintending and micromanaging from Washington. The only people who know less about banking than bankers are bureaucrats.
Yeah, well, I won't even ask you about dividend tax.
Whatever. Nice doji. It got to my 150. I think you sell any strength. Twin Tower top. I still like it short. They don't get it. And that Mervyn King article Check it out, Financial Times. The MPC, they don't get it. You get more weak numbers there. Oh, they're definitely going to add more stimulus. Oh, yeah. After the Olympics, big time. Sterling yen closing fairly decent. I'm a little nervous being shorted, but I don't think we clear through 29.60. The futures are going to be down. I am nervous that euro sterling is weak. I think you got to be short both. Andrew Spanton. Voice of Forex everywhere. YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, fan page. Try my product. Sunday night, 1 week free trial. Email me info@globalfxllc.com. Let me teach you a thing or two. You might not like me or my style, but I promise you, 1 week, you'll be dying for more. Andrew Spanton, Global Markets Radio, the only voice you'll ever need, who truly loves to make you money. Have a good night.